Our first guest this evening, here to weigh in on the changes over at Twitter and Facebook and the fact that people are losing their minds over something as simple as a Twitter account, where if you don't like a person, you could frickin' block them, for gosh sakes. Our friend, the president of Accuracy in Media, Adam Guillette. Adam, long time no see. How you been, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
So were you tracking the meltdowns over the weekend? I was actually working like a good conservative, paying my bills and my taxes, so I didn't pay attention to it. I get back from Dallas where I was filming, and I log on, and I mean meltdown over this, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was enjoyable drinking all of their tears, their anger, their hatred, as they tell us that there, as you put it up, violence is going to occur. People are going to die because Trump tweets dopey things, or does it? Who knows if he even comes back to the platform? But again, we've got to remember that these are the people who think that words hurt you. Yes. They literally missed the day in kindergarten where we learned about sticks and stones.
Thank you.
These are juveniles pretending to be adults, activists pretending to be journalists.
Yes, like that Mr. Leavitt guy over at CBS. Although we're talking a little bit later about CBS actually covering the laptop, I was amazed, but you and I don't have to get into that. I was also impressed, and again, I don't agree with a lot of crazy stuff Elon said, like putting chips in our brains and a lot of climate change and other stuff, but I will thank him for allowing free speech to take hold once again on the platform. Our friends at Project Veritas and Babylon Bee, and who else? Marjorie Taylor Greene, her personal account, all these got restored in the last like 72 hours. Elon must have been up drinking a pot of coffee and just going, I'm just going to piss off the left.
Yeah, that's right. Jordan Peterson, he's back on there as well.
Oh, I didn't know that one too.
Who would ever think that these people are going to incite violence and hurt folks? The Babylon Bee, the only thing they're going to do is give you a side stitch from laughter. The notion that these folks can't even take a joke, so much so that they had to ban the Babylon Bee, shows how petty and juvenile and militant they truly are.
How about the fact, since your job is to make sure the media is accurate, Adam, and we love you for that, CBS News, like I said, later we're going to be discussing with a House member the investigation of the Biden crime family. And over the weekend, they legitimized for once, finally, 2 years later, the laptop that we told everybody was real before the 2020 election. But other than that, this is what I want your take on. CBS last week announced they were going to leave Twitter because Elon took it over, and they thought things were horrible. Within 48 hours, they went back on Twitter. Your thoughts?
It was hysterical. It was like when somebody tries to organize a walkout of a speech and they leave and no one else follows them. And then they have to embarrassingly walk back into the speech and pretend it never happened. You know, our organization, Accuracy Media, was founded in response to terrible CBS News coverage of the Vietnam War back in 1969. Back then, they were leaders. Now they're clearly followers. Mm-hmm. Now they were smart to stick around on Twitter, but they were fools to think that they had any kind of influence in leading people off of the platform. Hysterical failure on their part. Speaking
of leaders, I found it interesting that Trump had to build his followers back up. Joe Biden's been on for years. I don't know if we have the numbers, but Biden's got like 32 or 33 million followers. Trump, starting from scratch again, is already up to like 90 or 91 million. But I'm supposed to believe 87 million voted for Sleepy Joe. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out. Your thoughts?
Well, you think about that, though, for a second, because people love to hate Trump. Notice that CNN covered more of Trump's announcement speech than Fox News, because their viewers love to hate Trump. So even the people who hate Trump follow him on social, whereas even the people who voted for Biden because they hated Trump, they don't actually like Biden. They don't actually follow him on social. It was just an anti-Trump protest vote. So, no, they don't care what he has to say on social media. That's no surprise at all.
And since Elon's removing bots, my team just corrected me. It was 30 some a while back when I looked at Joe's page because I try not to look at it. It's now 27. So the bot cleaning must be working. So he went down like 5 million. Anyway, let's leave this on a positive note, shall we, Adam, with all this craziness in the Twitter sphere. Did I get that right, by the way? Do they call it the Twitter sphere, the kids?
I'm too young to know. They don't tell me the lingo. Once I hit 40,
I know.
Got no clue. I got to find a young person.
I'm 48 in like 2 weeks. I don't know what the heck it's called. The Twitter sphere. Anyway, we leave you with this laugh. Speaking of the Babylon Bee, this is not Babylon Bee, but they make some hilarious memes. Elon is pretty dang good at memes as well. And to the whole CBS thing, leaving him, then coming back, they just couldn't quit him. I can't quit you, Adam. He tweeted this out against CBS. I thought it was frickin' hilarious. For folks that haven't seen the movie Brokeback Mountain, you'll get it. If you haven't. If you have, you'll get it. Anyway, Adam, I'll give you the final word on any of this because I'm just going to laugh.
I absolutely love it. It's a great world we live in. And honestly, conservatives were looking to the government to solve the social media problem. Government creates problems. They don't solve problems. Elon Musk's takeover of Twitter was the biggest strike we've had for free speech possibly in my lifetime. Hooray.
Got it. Adam Guillette, President, Accuracy in Media. There's the website as always. Keep up the great work. Take care, brother.